Just announced. A royal wedding like no other. Princess Leonor of Spain and Prince Christian of Denmark are getting married. You thought you knew what to expect. Think rule, every tradition, and every expectation the world has about royal marriages. And the moment you hear how and why, you will never look at the Spanish or Danish monarchy the same way again. The world woke up to the news this morning. Spain's future queen, Princess Leonor, and Denmark's future king, Prince Christian, have confirmed what many royal watchers had whispered about for years, their engagement. But this is not just a love story. This is history in motion. For the first time in modern European history, two heirs to two different thrones are uniting in marriage. This is not a ceremonial alliance of centuries past. This is the forging of a royal bond that will unite two nations, two cultures, and perhaps one day, change the map of Europe's monarchy forever. When the announcement dropped, royal households across the continent lit up. The Spanish royal house released a brief, elegant statement: Princess Leonor and Prince Christian are engaged to be married. No photos yet, no video message, just a seal and a signature from King Felipe VI. Within minutes, the Danish royal court confirmed the news with an equally short, but deeply meaningful note. It was the silence between the words that said the most. The engagement had been rumored for years, ever since Leonor and Christian were seen together during royal gatherings as children. But most thought the speculation was fantasy, until Copenhagen last winter. Leonor's visit to Denmark had been billed as purely diplomatic. But now, looking back, every detail feels different. The personal greeting from Queen Margrethe. The private luncheon with Crown Prince Frederik and Crown Princess Mary. The quiet smiles exchanged between Leonor and Christian. They were clues, hiding in plain sight. The love story between Leonor and Christian is no ordinary romance. They grew up under intense public scrutiny, watched by the world from childhood. Both heirs, both carrying the weight of history on their shoulders. And yet, somewhere between state dinners and official ceremonies, they found something rare: each other. Their romance is not a fairy tale in the traditional sense. It is the love story of two people who understand better than anyone else what it means to be born into destiny. The wedding will not just be a private family celebration. It is already being planned as one of the most significant royal events in decades. Sources close to both courts reveal that the ceremony will take place in Copenhagen's historic cathedral, the same location where generations of Danish kings and queens have been crowned. But here's the twist: the Spanish royal family has requested that part of the ceremony reflect Spain's traditions, including music and readings from the monastery of San Lorenzo de el Escorial, where Spain's monarchs have been buried for centuries. This will be the first royal wedding to merge Spanish and Danish rituals in a single, unified ceremony. And there's more. Insiders suggest that Leonor and Christian plan to make their marriage a symbol of a modern monarchy. There are whispers that Leonor may take an unprecedented step by giving a short speech during the wedding itself, something no Spanish royal bride has ever done. Imagine the moment: a future queen, speaking to the world, declaring her love not just for her groom, but for the future she envisions for her people. But behind the beauty of this love story lies quiet tension. Some members of the Spanish establishment worry that Leonor marrying outside Spain could complicate her path to the throne. Others wonder whether Christian's position as Denmark's future king might pull him between two nations. And yet, both royal houses are united in support, seeing this as a chance to show Europe that monarchy can still evolve, adapt, and inspire. Public reaction has been explosive. Across Spain, crowds have gathered outside the royal palace in Madrid, waving flags and chanting blessings for their future queen. In Denmark, Copenhagen's streets are filled with flowers, banners, and cheers for their prince. On social media, millions are sharing their excitement. This is not just a European story, it is global. What makes this moment so powerful is its rarity. Royal weddings capture hearts, but this one carries the weight of two thrones. It's not just about love, it's about the future of two monarchies. It is about what happens when duty and destiny meet heart and hope. Leonor, who has spent the past 2 years proving herself as Spain's heir, swearing her constitutional oath, completing military training, speaking at international forums, is stepping fully into her role as a future queen. Christian, who just celebrated his 18th birthday with a grand gala attended by royals from across Europe, is taking his first major step toward kingship. Together, they represent a new generation of royals who are ready to take the crown not as relics of the past, but as leaders of a new era. The wedding date is still under wraps, but palace sources say it will likely take place next summer, with an official engagement photo expected within days. Fashion watchers are already speculating about Leonor's gown. Will it be a Spanish designer, paying tribute to her heritage? Or will she surprise the world with a Danish house, symbolizing the union of the two nations? And what of the guest list? Expect a gathering of kings, queens, princes, princesses, and dignitaries from every corner of Europe, a living tableau of monarchy in the modern age. But perhaps the most captivating detail of all is what happens after the wedding. Will Leonor and Christian split their time between Madrid and Copenhagen? Will they one day raise a family that has claim to two thrones? Could this marriage one day change the balance of power in Europe, creating the closest alliance between two kingdoms since the days of the great dynastic unions of history? Every answer leads to a new question. Every detail only makes the story richer. And that is why the world cannot look away. This is not just about two young people in love, it is about the legacy of nations, the merging of traditions, and the forging of a new chapter in Europe's royal history. For now, we wait. We wait for the official portraits, for the date, for the first glimpse of the couple together since the announcement. And when the day comes, when the bells of Copenhagen ring out, and Princess Leonor walks down the aisle to meet Prince Christian, it will not just be a wedding, it will be a moment that defines a generation. The love of a future queen. The promise of a future king. A wedding that will break every royal record. And a story that the world will never forget.